fathers here present, heads of security agencies, governor here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. You are all welcome to this auspicious occasion, which I describe as the midterm break. You recall that on the 29th of May 2023, we had an elaborate occasion at the Julian Stadium where His Excellency was formally inaugurated as Governor of Taraba State. Shall we put our hands together for the Governor? Your Excellency, I intend to make this occasion and approach it with a lot of vivacity so that we will be able to achieve whatever we have set out to achieve here. But before then, it is important that we ask for spiritual intervention, and in this wise, we intend to invite the CAN chairman, Reverend Dr. Williams Awoshiri, and Dr. Sheikh Aliu Hassan Lamidogora, a preacher in Taraba State, to come forward and open this occasion with words of prayer. Shall we put our hands together for them, please? Any other microphone? Any other mic?
Shall we pray? We begin this gathering in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Everlasting Father, King of glory, we bless your name, and we thank you for the gift of our lives. We thank you for the gift of our country, that today we celebrate 26 years of unbroken democracy. May your name be blessed and glorified. We thank you for the gift of our state, Taraba, and we thank you for the gift of our governor, that today he has successfully celebrated 2 years as a governor in this state. May your name be blessed and glorified. As we gather for this town hall meeting, midterm assessment of his governance, we ask you, Lord, to take charge of all the deliberations that will be taking place here today. We ask that you bless our governor with a good health of mind and body to continue to carry out the affairs of the state through your guidance. We pray for all the legislative, we pray for all the judiciary, and for all of us who are gathered here today. And you give us the enabling graces to be able to discuss as a family and to see how we can contribute our quota towards the growth and development of our states. May you bless Taraba State with peace. May you bless Taraba State with prosperity. May you bless Taraba State with the gift of unity, so that together we'll contribute our quota and carry Taraba to greater heights. Be with us as we commence, guide us as we continue, and give us, Lord, success in this town hall meeting. We commit everything we shall begin at this moment to your hands, through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with the Father and the Holy Spirit, God forever and ever.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم اجعل جماعتنا هذا جماعة مرحومة وتفرقنا تفرقا معصوما. اللهم لا تجعل فينا شقيا ولا محروما. اللهم اجعل هذه الولاية نيجيريا، اللهم اجعل هذه الولاية تراب آمنة مطمئنة، اللهم اجعل هذه الولاية تراب آمنة مطمئنة، اللهم اجعل هذه الولاية تراب آمنة
own of the Mambila Plateau, Chief Barrister Gibbon Timothy Kapavs, to give us a welcome address. Shall we put our hands together for him, please?
Your Excellency, the People's Governor, our principal, the star boy, and the Governor of Taraba State. Before I begin, let me, on behalf of your government and the people of Taraba State, congratulate you as you mark the second anniversary of the People's Government of Taraba State today, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, Governor Bukefas, PhD, the Honorable Speaker, Taraba State House of Assembly, the Right Honorable John Kizito Bonzena, and all the members of the State House of Assembly present here. My Lord, the Honorable, the Chief Judge of Taraba State, the Honorable Justice Philip Osagia, my Lord, the Grand Cadi and the President, Customary Court of Appeal, Taraba State, and all judges of the State High Court, Sharia Court of Appeal, and the State Customary Court of Appeal. The Honorable Commissioners and members of the State Executive Council, the Chief of Staff, Government House Administration to His Excellency, the Head of Civil Service, the Party Chairman, Alhaji Abubakar Bawa, and who is also of PDP party chairman across the states of the country. Special advisors, senior special assistants, board chairmen, and members and heads of security departments of Taraba State. Your Royal Highness, the Emir of Muri, Alhaji Abbas Njida Tafida, leading all the other traditional rulers in Taraba State, special assistants, local government chairmen, religious leaders in the state, fellow Tarabans, distinguished invited guests, and let me especially recognize a friend of Taraba State, Barrister Njoku. You're welcome, sir. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor and privilege to welcome you to this auspicious Abu Kefas. You will all recall that on this very day, 29th May 2023, His Excellency was inaugurated as the elected governor of Taraba State. It was on this day that His Excellency subscribed to the oath of office. As we mark this second day second year anniversary, may I seize this opportunity to let His Excellency and his leadership and those who have worked tirelessly across the board to ensure we are where we are today. Your Excellency, you will recall that on this very day as you are inaugurated, Taraba State was in a security topsy-turvy. The state headquarters Jalingo was not spared from the activities of bandits. We had kidnappings in the morning, kidnappings in the afternoon, kidnappings in the mid-afternoon, kidnappings in the evening, kidnappings in the mid-evening, kidnapping in the wee hours of the morning. Nobody was spared. Taraba State was in perpetual fear. And I will recall, on that same day, His Excellency did not have an official car to drive him from Joe Linyame Stadium to the office. There was no official car. And even if a private car was prepared, there was no office for His Excellency to occupy. His Excellency had to start from a makeshift office in what is called the visitors of the escort chambers. But because of the unwavering and resolute commitment and determination of His Excellency, His Excellency told some of us that even if it meant serving under a tree, he was going to serve. As if the devil wanted to test the commitment of His Excellency. Few days to the inauguration of His Excellency, there was an attempt to kidnap our mother, the mother of the governor, in her residence. But that attempt was aborted. That, amongst several other kidnappings of high-profile public officers and individuals of the state, propelled His Excellency to first of all resolve to tackle these daredevils in the state. 2 years down the line, Your Excellency, we can comfortably report to the people of Taraba and the whole world that today, with your determination, with your commitment in terms of personal supervision and resources, and the doggedness and determination of the security apparatus, Taraba is a safe place for everybody to live. Your Excellency, the people of Taraba State, thank you. Today, you go into Taraba State Government House, you'll be proud to be a Taraban, to know that at least the governor has a place to live. Today, you go around the state, you will see footprints that are executed in just 2 years. The abandoned abattoir market multi-billion-naira project has been completed. The multi-billion-naira palliative market has been completed. The School of Nursing, Amiru Agri School that was abandoned, is 98% completed. The trailer park that was non-existent to remove the traffic congestion on our highways has been constructed and completed. The College of Agri that hitherto was like a secondary school is being given a facelift for a befitting tertiary education. The airport that when we came in, you can only land one flight through a special permission, has been reconstructed and remodeled and recently commissioned by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your Excellency, permit me, I'm not reading your speech, but just to introduce to Tarabans and the world where this journey started, where we are today. And Your Excellency, what more can I say? That this ultra multi-billion naira banquet hall T.Y. Danjuma House, the best of its kind in northern Nigeria, sir, was constructed within 2 years. Your Excellency, within this period, over 151 new vehicles were purchased for our security agents. 133 vehicles rehabilitated for our security agents, including fire service, our ambulances, etc. Your Excellency, for the people of Taraba State, we have nothing to tell you than to say thank you. And we thank you for this leadership in 2 years you've given us. Thank you for the sleepless night you've given to the people of Taraba State. Thank you for the stable leadership, the unwavering stewardship to our motherland, Taraba State. Your Excellency, it is on this note that I therefore have the singular honor and privilege to welcome each and everyone to the second anniversary of the government of the governor and people of Taraba State, His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Miss. Can you put your hands together once again for the SGS of the state? Thank you so much, sir. 2 years, not be more. 2 years, why not be more at all? It's not 2 days, it's not 2 months. We are celebrating 2 years of good governance in Taraba State. Your Excellency, the star boy, Baba Marayu, the media-friendly governor. Your Excellency, sir, we have a lot of journalists in the house. Please, journalists, can you do us some good as you stand up? All the journalists in the house, all the media people then. All if you know a media person, please, can you go on your feed? Do you have us in the house? Stand up now. Some of them are not standing at all. Okay? For the women journalists, there's something we used to say. I'm going to sing it now, we're going to do it. Okay? Greatest Nigerian women! Greatest Norwegians! Greatest Nigerian in the house! What are the Nigerians now? Thank you so much. You can take your seat. Why I did that is because today is our day. Okay? His Excellency is here for the media chat and is ready for all of us. That is why, as we are well seated, we heard what the SGS said. If we begin to enumerate some of the things His Excellency has done these 2 years, I tell you, from now till tomorrow, we will not live here. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thank you so much for always being there for us. And this is the time now that we bring in our father, His Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State. Please, let's put our hands together, celebrate our father as he's had his speech, and after that, the media chat will commence. Having Honorable Gideon Lefort take care of the media chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. Our fellow Tarabans, I see today as a day of reflection, a moment not just to speak, but to reconnect with you, the people of Taraba, on our shared journey. 2 years ago, I made a commitment not to deliver perfection, but to lead with compassion, courage, and conviction. That commitment stands firm today. In these 2 years, we have made visible progress, but more importantly, we have built a foundation quietly, intentionally, and with you at the center of it all. In the past, our schools were collapsing, families carried the burden alone. Today, education is free and compulsory. Additionally to that, we have purchased uniforms, sandals, school materials, digital tablets, school bags, and books, which will be distributed very soon. We have also paid for WAEC,
NECO, NAPTEC, NOC, and BSc exams. Currently, construction of 60 modern schools is ongoing across the state as our pilot projects, because the infrastructures in our school is not my standard for our children. Previously, security was fragile and uncoordinated. Now, we have deployed hundreds of operational and patrol vehicles, more than 1,000 motorcycles for special security purposes, and introduced modern tracking tools. We have military forward operating bases in a place in Wukari and Karela-Mindo local government areas to strengthen security across borders and vulnerable communities. Until 2023, civil servants were uncertain of their pay and future. Today, we have stabilized salaries, commenced minimum wage reforms, and restored dignity to public service. Before now, civil service morale and structure had weakened. Today, our civil service is being restored with dignity and purpose. Since inauguration, we have introduced transformative reforms that show our deep commitment to excellence in public service. We have implemented a new minimum wage structure, becoming one of the first 3 states in Nigeria to do so, paying 30% and 7% increment within the same year, 2024. Salaries are now promptly ensuring financial stability for our workforce. We clear gratuities arrears dating back to 2010 to 2013, bringing relief to long retired civil servants. We also restore running courses to all MDAs, ensuring uninterrupted service delivery. We procure annual personnel evaluation report for all staff, fostering a system of accountability and growth. Still on civil servants, over 200 civil servants have been promoted, recognizing their contributions and encouraging merit-based advancement. We expanded training programs for all cadres, permanent secretaries, directors, judicial officials, and legislators. These are not gestures. They reflect our belief that a motivated, well-equipped civil service is the engine of effective governance. Hence, now we are guided by the Taraba State Development Master Plans Taraba Geographic Information Service. Previously also, illegal mining endangered lives and the environment. Now, we have sanitized the mining sector and opened it to lawful, regulated investments. A new to replace the existing tax force. Not now, we are building new facilities in the College of Nursing and Midwifery, expanding rural outreach. Historically, climate change was neglected. Today, we are addressing it through reforestation, erosion control, and global climate adaptation strategies. Until it was neglected, today we are addressing it through reforestation, erosion control, and global climate adaptation strategies. Until recently, local government lacked autonomy
Now we have held democratic elections and restore full local government, financial and administrative authority. We are governing with sensitivity to the economic hardship affecting our people. We understand the rising cost of living, who have constructively challenged us. We say thank you. To our traditional rulers, thank you for your support, your guidance, standing firm as custodians of peace and wisdom. May God continue to bless you. The federal government, under President Bola Tinubu, GSON, we thank you for all your support in security, infrastructure, and palliative relief, especially in difficult times like this. To the World Bank, European Union, United Nations agencies, and other development partners, thank you for working with us. And to you, the good people of Taraba, this journey is yours. Trust must be earned. Therefore, I pledge to you monthly public. I also pledge to you quarterly local government area governance forums to be led by monthly public briefings by the Ministry of Information. I also pledge to you quarterly local government area governance forums to be led by chairmen and state officials in the various local governments. I also pledge to you full public reporting through the TAGIS. I pledge to you a celebration of unsung heroes who are the teachers, my people. You don't need a perfect leader. What you need is a present one who is sensitive to your voice and remain yours in service and in community. The future we envision is practical, inclusive, and bold. In the near future, train youth in artificial intelligence and digital innovation. We will expand vocational programs across all the 16 local government and the 2 special development areas. We will strengthen tourism, develop economic zones, and boost agri-businesses. We also promote climate resilience and rural electrification. We will continue to build unity across all communities and will make Taraba a leader in ease of doing business. Now, in the area of agriculture and economic development, we will continue to build unity across all communities and will make Taraba a leader in ease of doing business. Now, in the area of agriculture and economic development, we have repositioned Taraba for agricultural transformation. Our farmers now receive direct support of seeds, irrigation, mechanization, and training. This is just the beginning. As I often said, just as President Tinubu's agricultural vision challenges us to focus on policies, not personalities, I am building the Taraba
where governance is measured not by sentiment, but by result. Now we are shifting from promises to produce or result. Every program must deliver real value to our people. And that is why we take our time to bring our programs that are having direct impact on the citizen. Now for post-Taravest 2025, we are moving from conference room to communities now. One of our key investors that participated in the Taravest, called Karumachi Prasad of Prasad Seeds, he has committed to partnering with us to train 25 Taraban youth in India as agri-entrepreneurs. He is also introducing the P4 initiative, that is public-private people partnership to fight poverty with community-led innovation. Above all, our target is that Taraba will become the seed hub of Nigeria and Africa. My dear people, in order to secure what we have started, I have transmitted 4 major bills to the State Assembly. Free and compulsory basic education bill, 50% subsidized tertiary tuition bill, free medical care for children, the elderly and the vulnerable bill. Also, land access for youth to farm and prosper. These are not campaign promises. They are the legal foundation of a new Taraba. Let me state this, for you to understand my commitment to you, that even in personal tragedy, such as the loss of my sister at Kefas, I remain strong because the call to serve you outweigh the pain. Now join me to observe a minute silence in our honor. And also those that were killed in Karen Lamindo crisis. May their soul rest in peace. Please sit. However, in the case of my sister Ati, preliminary police report revealed that she died as a result of severe gunshot injuries sustained from shot by one of the police escort in the vehicle. Investigation is still ongoing to ascertain the circumstances so that justice will prevail. You can see that this work is not for applause. It is for legacy, it is for the future, it is for you all. Please let us, in a positive spirit, move Taraba forward. In these 2 years, you can agree with me that Taraba is no longer on the sideline. We are leading with discipline, with technology, with a good heart. This is your time. This is your Taraba. Let us rise together. Let us believe again. Let us move Taraba forward. Finally, my people, it is time to spread your wings and fly beyond limitation of yesterday. And it is time also to break free from the cycle of poverty and scarcity and unlock the doors of prosperity. response to recent crises, especially the one in Karim, I have constituted the Karim Lamindo and other areas of violent dispute, Peace and Justice Commission. The membership and the terms and reference will be disclosed accordingly. Thank you. May God bless you all. May God bless Taraba, the nature's gift to the nation. May God bless Nigeria. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Please, let's put our hands together again for worthy of note is that media men and women all over the world are gathered here today for this program, Media Chat. They include general managers of various stations in Taraba State and even beyond. We have the chairman of NEJ, we have the chairman of the Correspondent Chapel, and also the chairperson of NAWAT and every other journalist in the house. They are all seated. And now to handle the Media Chat, please help me put your hands together as we may welcome Honorable Gideon Musa, the Commissioner of Digital Economy and Innovation. He's going to be handling the question and answer session. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Taraba's most compassionate leader, the architect and champion of free education policy in Taraba State, the students' favorite and most friendly governor ever, the architect of modern Taraba State, Your Excellency, My Excellency, Their Excellency, Our Excellency, Dr. Abu Kefas. Can we please put our hands together for him? My function here is very simple, yet very important, because it is the crux of the matter and reason why we are here. Today we are all gathered to celebrate the second year anniversary of a performing governor, the governor that has placed the welfare of the people of Taraba State above personal interest and gains. It is worthy to note that in preparation for this occasion, His Excellency had given an express instruction that during his own second year anniversary, he will not only be speaking to Tarabans, but also will listen together for him. This goes a long way to show his leadership dexterity and the will to do what the masses want, not a personal agenda. It is on that note, with your kind permission, Your Excellency, that I will be calling out few Tarabans. It may interest you to know that immediately we stepped in here, a lot of people has indicated interest to speak, to appreciate, and to get clarification about the administration of His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas for the past 2 years, and out of which, in no particular order, we have picked these few that I shall be calling out to be able to ask questions, make comments, and bring forth advice for the moving forward agenda of His Excellency. First on the list, may I please invite Mr. Magaji B. Gako to come and ask his questions or make his presentation. But while he does that, for the sake of time, I shall be calling the remaining so that you be on standby. Okay, please, you can remain wherever you are. The mic will meet you there, and then you ask your question. Please make it snappy, go straight to your points, and perhaps somebody has asked a question you wanted to ask, please do us a favor and skip so that we move with the speed of time. So first on the list is Magaji B. Dako, please stand up so that the mic can locate you. Thank you so much.
The people that are asking the question, did you prepare them to come and ask question, or how do you know that they have question? Because I just made my speech. So,
Okay.
anybody can ask them.
Okay. Please. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. You just indicate by raising up your hands, and when picked, you ask your question. But for now, we start with the person that already has the mic. Thank you so much.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, the youth-friendly governor, the champion of free education in the states. I am by name Raba Boy. My question goes like this, Your Excellency. The free education program in the state is facing a lot of challenges. But glory be to God, we are about to fix it. The question is now, how do you intend to make it work? Second, on the education aspect, why do these 60 existing ones are not in good shape? Then, next question. Next question. Unemployment is a menace in our present day economy, which causes a lot of crisis in the states. And we all know that the civil service cannot employ our female youths carrying all sorts of certificates all around. What plans, Your Excellency, do you have in order to engage, empower, or employ the youth roaming of the streets? Because we believe that a reasonable number of people are educated and unemployment has turned them to criminals. Your Excellency, these are my few questions. Thank you.
So that is well noted by His Excellency. Can we take another question? Indicate by raising up your hand, please. Okay. We have somebody there. Can you? Yes, Gara.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, we really appreciate God and appreciate you for the wonderful things you are doing. My name is Mrs. Punar Mandane Latenji, the State President, National Council for Women Societies, an umbrella body of all women organizations. Sir, today I want to say this is the best thing that has happened to Taraba State. For you to call your citizens to hear from them. We say thank you for the good things you are doing in Taraba State. I also want mine is an appreciation and the question will follow because I have a lot here to ask. I want to appreciate the gender-friendly governor for giving us wonderful women as a commissioner that are making you proud in Taraba State today. And secondly, we also want to appreciate you. It was during your tenure as the governor that we have the Almighty Vero and Hajia Patilu as a member, House of Assembly. We want to say thank you. So many SA women, you are really an inclusion governor. May God do you good. Sir, I want to stand here this afternoon to appreciate Her Excellency, the wife of the executive governor in absentia, for the wonderful things she is doing for the Taraba women. This is one woman that whatever she received from Abuja, she stepped it down to the grassroots. We are seeing the dividend of democracy in her. She is a talk and do mother. We really appreciate her for that kind gesture. Sir, I also want to address this issue, appreciate you on this issue of free education. God will bless you. Because many children that their mothers are no more living, today they can go to school. I speak as a woman because we are the one always in the family are tied to our neck. I also want to talk about the empowerment of women. You have done a lot as a governor for the women of Taraba State. We are not lying and we are not trying to flatter you. That is the truth of it. Sir, on the issue of inclusion, I want to talk about inclusion of women in security meetings. It's key, sir, because we have the men to ourselves. Every secret of the house, every secret out there, when the man is in, he exposes it to his wife. Most of the bandits today, their wives know much about them, and they can tell you, and they can give you a solution to a way forward. So more inclusion of women in security meeting. I also want to address the issue of climate change.
Please,
Just
ask your question.
I'm not, no.
His Excellency,
more awareness on this issue of climate change. Down to the grassroots. And change also comes with empowerment. On behalf of the Taraba women, we are calling on you, sir, that as this issue of climate change has become a worrisome issue to the women of Taraba State, we are calling for empowerment in the area of Chapo.
thank you.
Please allow me.
Please, let's take the next person so that His Excellency can answer. Please, ma'am. Please, we take one more so that His Excellency can answer. Then we proceed from there, please. Yeah, please, we'll do that later, please. Prepare it. We'll go back to you. Please, we'll take one more so that His Please go straight to your point. Don't address anybody.
Your Excellency, standing on the right examination protocol, permit me to first and foremost appreciate you for your strides in the educational sector. I remember my humble son, Comrade Ghanaian Odia, the former president of the National Union of Taraba State Students and the chairman of the National Association of Nigerian Students. Your Excellency, I want to, on behalf of the entire Taraba State students, appreciate you for the 50% slash of school fees, for the renovations in the institutions, most especially college of nursing. outside Taraba. What are your plans? Because scholarships have not been paid. What plans are, because majority of the students are all outside the state. Thank you very much. So much. Because we have the men of the fourth estate of the men are here with us, we will ask the journalists to please ask two journalists to please ask questions on behalf of their colleagues so that we close this session and His Excellency will start answering. Strictly journalists, please.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. My name is Carlos Shimona. I ran for the ceremony. Your Excellency, throughout your campaign and even in reception, you were very emphatic that you promote, you encourage.
Your Excellency, throughout your campaign and even on reception, you were very emphatic that you promote, you encourage young entrepreneurs in the state. My concern is that you chose to produce uniforms, school uniforms for school children. We have a lot of young tailors in the state and they didn't get the contract. It would have actually boosted their businesses. We also have very good hands in shoemaking. So I think it will also be a good thing that subsequently you consider the young entrepreneurs in these fields in the state. Now the question I have is about your plans for the Namne Bridge, because the rainy season is here, the federal government is not forthcoming, and the hardship there is extreme. What are you doing about the Namne Bridge? Thank you.
Please. Next person.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, Your Excellency. My name is Wole Ayodele. I write for this day newspapers. Once again, congratulations on the celebration of your second anniversary in office. My question boils back to the state of internal roads, township roads within Jalingo, the state capital. It will interest Your Excellency to know that more than half of roads within Jalingo are either not tarred, or those that were initially tarred have become so unwaterable. While Your Excellency is doing so much to lay the foundation for the prosperity of Taraba State and its development, we also want to implore you to please concentrate and pay more so that they can go back to their past glories. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all for your beautiful questions. It is my singular honor to invite His Excellency to please respond to them. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Actually, I would have loved to take many questions, but because the day is fast spent. But if you read through my speech, all your questions are answered. Because some people don't like reading between lines and think through statements. That is why most times they still repeat what has been said. But for these few questions, let me just respond to them swiftly. The first person that asked question on free education. You see, you are not a product of something. You can't build that thing. I'm a product of education. I know the value of education. I can invest anything in education because I know what I will get in return. Now, I did not just jump up and start talking about free education. Even before I became a governor, I've been sponsoring people's children. And before I became a governor, I've never held any executive position. I've sponsored more than 500 students in Guadalajara University. So I said to myself, if as an individual I can do this, the state should be able to do better. Now, people don't like change. People don't like change. I'm from this state. I was born in this state. I did my primary school and secondary school in this state. And I've been coming home almost every year, even while I was in Cyprus. So I've been feeling the problem of our people. Now, I ask myself, what is the problem in this state? Poverty. That is why we are fighting. Now, when I declare free education, did you hear Muslim and Christian fighting? They have common problem. Poverty. Then they created unnecessary insecurity problem for us so that we will now reduce ourselves to nothing. But as somebody that knows education is going to work very well. As long as I remain here for the period you voted me in, and if you decide to elect me, more innovation will come in the school sector. But all I need is data, information. We are working on the number of schools we have. Some of the ones we see, they are not accurate. The number of teachers, the number of students, and the condition of the school. If you take this road from here going to Bukari, all the government schools you see on the road, they are not fenced. Our children have been exposed to all kinds of danger. Anybody can just go into the school and carry children and go. Nobody will know. So all these are things that we're going to do to build new structures that can provide security, conducive environment for learning. And what I'm saying is not my guess. And it's not good for our children. All my children were not born in Taraba State. They were born outside the state. All my children did not school in Taraba State. All my children did not school in government schools. They were all in private schools. So I know the best I gave them, and I want the best for the poor children. And these resources belong to all of us. So we use it to give our children the best. So I want to assure you that it will work. And it must work. I have identified all the challenges. It took me time to remodel and to come up with the structure. And what you are seeing is 60 schools were building. They are going to be pilot projects. So by the time we look at them and they are okay, that is how we're going to rebuild all the schools to stand the test of time. Every school is going to have all that is required for children to stay in school comfortably. We are working on that. It's work in progress. It's step by step, and we will achieve it. Unfortunately, because of resources, limitation of resources, and other demands, we cannot just focus on that. But I'm working very, very seriously. And by the end of these 4 years, I know that we'll get it right. Now, talking about, let me reach the other question that somebody was talking about, empowerment, uniforms and so on. You know, if you want to start something, you need to get it from where you know first, and then you bring it to test it. I'm aware that we have tailors, we have shoemakers, we have everything. But you see, what we are doing here, we've not trained like the shoemakers. You know, when you want to build a shoe, it's not to just go and cut plastic or rubber, put something, and then somebody will wear it. You see, your leg will be paining. You have to test it, you have to measure it, you have to subject it to some certain conditions before you can wear shoes. But the way we are building the shoes here, everybody just building just to empower people to build. If it is slippers, it's a different thing. But when you're talking about school shoes, for those of you that have been wearing bata in those days, you know what I'm talking about. So we'll train our people, we'll retrain them and empower them. In the near future, they will be the one producing all these things. But for now, we want to see how we'll get it right. Well, you were asking about who are my partners. You see, sometimes UBEC is there, SUBEC is there, the World Bank is there, they have been in the state, they are doing that. But I'm coming in a different direction to guide them feel is right for my state. Because when I'm building schools, I'm looking at the security, the safety, and the learning condition in which we subject these children to. So whatever I'm doing, I measure them up. Then anybody can partner with. But you see, when you go out to start talking, somebody can ask you, what have you done? So I want to do something first. And then we'll show anybody that want to partner with us. There are even Taraba citizens that want to do something. There's community effort. You have all these banks, communication companies that are all here. When the time comes, when we launch this 60 pilot project, everybody will make it. So we'll get more people that will partner with us. For now, we are doing it with those that we know. The unemployment issue for the youth is a general problem in the country. And that is why we are establishing a youth commission. There's going to be a youth commission, and we're going to put the young people there, and then they will work and tell us what is best for them, and then we work with them to see that we pop up our youth in the streets. So let's work together and see how we can achieve that, because it's our collective responsibility and problem. So Mrs. Bona, you talking about, you were appreciating the women and so on. You're talking about inclusion of women in security meetings. We have some women in uniform that attend security meetings with us, am I right? So, like as a soldier, we have women that are military people, but we don't take them to the battlefield. We assign them responsibility where they're supposed to be. Now, if as a woman you have information, pass it to your husband, so that your husband will bring it up to the war room to be discussed. So that we will not be overused or overburdened with so many things. So it will be good for you to share it with your husband, and then you will bring it up. If we need you, we will ask to bring you. Thank you. On climate change, you have the Commissioner for Environment and Climate Change, who is a woman. Please, I don't want to dwell so much on that. Sit with her and think out and work out the best solution that you think will help us with respect to the effect of climate change. You can see how overheated the weather has been. All this is because of the trees that have been cut down. So we have to start thinking of planting trees and planting again. We're talking about 50% slides in school fees. We have been thinking about that. Already we have extended that service to Nigerian Law School. It's the Commissioner for Justice here. Yes, I think we have been giving support to our students in law school, right? So we are going to do that. We have scholarship board. So we'll activate that scholarship board to make it very, very functional and effective. What we need is data. How many students do we have in various schools? So we're going to work with the Ministry of Science and Technology, Digital Economy, the Council and the rest to be able to give us the information we need on our children that are in schools outside the state, so that we can see how we can reach out to them. At least it's also touch on the youth something concerning the road itself is a federal road itself. We have written to Federal Ministry of Works and hand over the road to the state so that we can see how we can rebuild that road to serve us better as we are looking into the future. Already, Krembo has been on the road. We have been having meetings with Krembo. They have submitted their budget for the road. They have been from Jalingo to Kari, from Jalingo Zing to the border between Taraba and Adamawa. The bill they submitted is almost about. So these are, we must do that is because we need it. As we open up the states, we need to have good road for transporters. Now, we've discussed what are modalities of how we'll be doing the payment because we don't have much resources for now. And we are almost reaching understanding before the bridge collapse. So when the bridge collapse, we try to engage them so that we can do the bridge. Then the Northeast Commission came that they will do the bridge. I said, okay, fine. If you're going to do the bridge, I want you to use this contractor that is already on the road. So that we don't have different contractors coming to do something that we cannot control. So we want to make use of this contractor that have got this road and is maintaining the road so that it will continue. So they agree. So they have been working on it because the minister took this state. So while they are doing that, so the state will be looking. And I got the contractor last week and I asked, now rainy season has come. Our people in the south have been cut off. Now, what do we do? They said they're going to work to create or to use as an alternative before they will review the bridge. So I believe that now, last week or so, some engineers came from the Northeast Commission to look at the bridge, to assess, they keep assessing, they are assessing. So we're also putting pressure on them. But outside that, we're also thinking the measure we're going to take so that we will not keep waiting for them. While we're doing that, the bridge before School of Nursing was already cutting off. So we have to use our own Ministry of Works to start fixing those bridges so that all the bridges will not start collapsing. So now we are faced with all these challenges. People want their salary paid, people want their pension, and so on and so forth. But the resources is limited. But these are things that the government will be responsible for. And also, it's not only road. It's not only road. What about water? What about light? Because now they are talking about the bridge, people have forgotten the airport. They never thank me for the airport. Developmental master plan. They say we have mineral resources everywhere in the state, all the local government. Some people's houses now are on top of gold. Like in my place where I built one small church, somebody said there is element of gold there. One of my friends said, let's uproot the church. So, you see, I don't want us to be building blindly. We need to be patient. We need to come up with master plan. So that you build a state that everybody will love to come to. Not everybody just building anything they want on top of anywhere. You don't even know which land is good for farming, which land is good for this, which land is good for that. But thank God we've been able to achieve that within 9 months. I think the Ministry of Bureau for Land, Taxes and the rest, they work with the consultant and they've been able to come up with the master plan, and we've also sent it to the House of Assembly and they've also approved it. So we will soon start implementing the master plan, not only for Jalingo, all the 16 local governments. So we are working according to program. Some people say, oh, no road, there are no road, there are no road. No, yes, we are coming to that, but you must plan. All the roads in the state, the street lights, everything will all do them by the grace of God. But we are following the law. And in order not to keep depending on contractors, we've been able to acquire some graders, some equipment for construction. And they are with Ministry of Works. What we are trying to do is to find a way to mobilize resources to give them so that they can be doing those roads. So please be patient. Very soon you will see roads coming up. But the most important thing, we are doing the first thing first. After that, then we can begin to build. You must have a foundation before you build on top of the foundation. If not, it cannot stand this of time. Now I'm very comfortable that I've been able to correct and also build a solid foundation with policies in the state that will help us to build and also attract investors. It's not only the government that build a state. When you create a peaceful environment, a conducive environment, not the one we'll be fighting ourselves. When we create that peaceful environment, it will attract investors. And that's why we had the investment summit. And all of you have seen the number of people that came. And I thank God that all of you have seen it. And you did not say, sorry, forgive us. We say you always travel, you always travel, you always travel. But now we have seen the result of your travel. Nobody has said that yet. So we believe that these investors, by the time they come to invest, they will also add value to what we are doing. Working with our master plan. Already we have signed an MOU with CCACC on development. So very soon, by the grace of God, we begin to see changes. So the Namne Bridge is in progress. We cannot build a bridge in one day. It has to go through a lot of processes. So let's be patient. We're going to get it right. If people were monitoring that bridge, like the ministries that are responsible for the local government, they are monitoring that bridge, they would have given information on that bridge before. But I just had one day that Namne Bridge has collapsed. There are some bridges that they gave me sign. They told me this bridge has started showing some cracks. I sent the response team immediately because I don't want it to be another Namne Bridge. So please, if you watch any bridge that is having some of these challenges, please let us know so that we can. There are so many things that we are battling with. I will not be able to solve all these problems in one day because there are no resources. But by the grace of God, since we have good intention, God will help us get it right. For the Taraba Broadcasting and media media houses, the Ministry of Information, we handle that. So we believe that very soon we'll get this. We are doing it gradually, step by step, we'll get things done. So once again, I want to thank you and also let you know that in a very short time, you will see the Northeast on an average. Even if they are not there, I've told the contractor that I'm going to mobilize it to give him something. Let you just go on the bridge and start working on it. But meanwhile, you should be able to create a passage for us. So once again, I want to thank every one of you, especially the security agencies, for all your support, your response, and your professionalism in the way and manner we go about our business in the state. And for our traditional rulers, thank you very much. We'll continue to work together to see that we create an environment that our people will prosper. For our youth, be patient, trust us, have confidence in us. We have good plans for you so that you will become good leaders tomorrow when we are born. Thank you.
Can we put our hands together for His Excellency? Indeed, as the saying goes, show me a leader that is transparent and accountable, and I will show you Dr. Abuke Evans, who has subjected himself to be interrogated by the people that gave him the mandate. Can we please appreciate him? Please, if there are other questions that have not been asked, please direct your questions to the various MTS through their commissioners or those in charge of the MTS, and we promise to raise it before His Excellency during one of our meetings, and it shall be addressed. Without further ado, my function here is done, and permit me to hand over the mic to the MC to take over. Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for such a beautiful afternoon. Your Excellency, thank you so very much. Please come right up for the national anthem. Please, after this, we have dinner. Early dinner. Yes, dinner already. National anthem, please.
Thank you so much, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you. Please, we have a lot in the house. Please,